Hello everyone. So I have decided to come back and do another part of this to show off a little bit more of some things I haven't discovered yet. I did want to also give a shout out to the devs for this, Dear Dream Studios. They found my previous video that I did on this and left a comment thanking me for playing, so cool, thanks. Anyways, let's let me see. Oh, do I not? Huh, why did I not keep my... I thought I saved last time during the... during that thing, but... Can I... Well, that's very weird. Well... Okay, I know there's still some stuff we can do here. One of them is actually finding Potato in the basement. I think we have to do a very specific, string of events here, so let's, Yes, we know. Okay, let's... Yes. Thanks, Cabbage. Okay, so... Go see Karen with the knife. Have you seen the basement key anywhere? Didn't you leave it in the kitchen? You can't remember. I haven't seen the key. So, good luck with that. Maybe one of the Chompettes has it in the kitchen. Cauldron. Do you know where the basement key is? Okay. Okay, the rest of this I think we already... Okay, bedroom. Can't you read? Okay, nightstand. Yeah. Honey.
4, 9.
Mouse hole. Find bread. 10 milliliters. Okay. Here it is. Cabbage made me. We start getting into the creepy. Keep going. Okay, keep searching the basement. Potato must be lurking down here. You move your hands along the wall blindly. The smell down here is revolting. Your nostrils flare with each inhale. Your eyes can make out 2 directions to explore. The smell seems to be coming from the room on the left. Okay, search the room on the left. The stench is stronger in this room. Small echoes make this room feel enormous. Can't see the eyes, but you can feel them. You're being watched. Go to the room's center. You tap your foot along the ground blindly until you reach the center.
I see you.
Oh, shit. You almost trip down the stairs. It feels like the spiral staircase descends deeper underground. What kind of basement is this? Go deeper into the abyss? Yes. You wind down the staircase until you reach the bottom. Your shoes stick to the floor when you touch down on the floor. Oh boy. No prizes for guessing what that's supposed to be. The smell of mildew and something rotten makes you gag. You can barely make out the outlines of door frames in each direction. Which way should you go? Okay, let's go east. Your hands run across a large door. It's locked. Open it. You unlock the door with the basement key. You hear someone mumbling incoherently. The hair stands up on the back of your neck. You clench one fist instinctually and get ready to strike. Oh. Found me. Takes guts to come back here. What? You want a joke? What did the teenage potato call the toddler potato? Tater tot. Boo. Stole that one from Bread's cousin, Cornbread. I must commend you. Must have been difficult to come back here. Back? Your face looks blank. Have you forgotten what happened? Have you forgotten me? I'll take that silence as a yes. Oh well. Taking the cabbage and let's get this over with. We'll jog that memory later. I'll be right behind you. Wow!
Oh, cabbage!
Great job finding all of us.
Oy.
We've unlocked a special recipe for you. Just don't burn the cabin down making it, okay? Unlock Natasha's Kitchen Lazy Cabbage Rolls in the extras section of the main menu. Huh. Very exciting to have someone solve the puzzle. Thanks for gathering them together. You'll come visit us again, right? Please do. Can't wait. Don't be a stranger. Chompettes. Let's move out. Up. Potatoes staying behind. They can finally rest. Thank you for finally letting them move on. Move on. Me? I'm not going anywhere. Just us now. Let's chat again in a year, okay? When the full game is scheduled to come out, I take it. Need to break the fourth wall here for a minute. Follow us on Twitter, Deirdre Studio, for updates and sneak peeks at future titles. What's that? You wanted one last jump scare? No, thank you. Sorry, but you'll need to wait for the real cooking companions. Thanks for playing. Did you want to try for another ending? Or end things with a comedy competition? Oh, I should have saved back there. Try end things with a comedy competition? You got it. Huh? Same credits from before. Welcome to the 3rd annual Chompette Comedy Competition. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Cabbage. Today we'll be hearing from a bunch of talented comedians, all aiming for that amazing title, Comedian of the Chompettes. Here's how the rules work. Each comedian is given 2 minutes to make you laugh. The Chompette with the most votes at the end wins. First up, she'll always help you out in a jam. It's Raspberry!
Raspberry!
Thanks, Cabbage! Went to the doctor last week for my annual physical. Got a referral to a dermatologist to get one of my drooplets checked out. She wasn't sure if the seed inside was fine or if it was something more serious. Dermatologist looks at it for a few minutes, tells me to put some cream on it. What is this, a parfait? Come on, Doc. Said it was very serious. So I booked the appointment. Had a lot of mixed up emotions swirling inside me. Like a parfait. You know what a parfait is, right, folks? Anyway, had a friend over to break the news to. She came over, had a shocked look on her face. Told her how the news was getting me a little sad. You're one blueberry right now, she said. And she was right. And even though I was worried about being squished in a surgery, at least I wasn't being squished going into a parfait. That's my time. Thank you, everybody. Don't give up your day job. Give it up for Raspberry. Up next, he's bringing the Funyun. It's Onion. Thank you. You're all too kind, seriously. My grandmother was an amazing woman, but during holidays, her comedy was on another level. Dice the Onions? What is this, a casino? But that's the way grandmother rolled, folks. Could make the whole room laugh with her comebacks. One time, a family friend came over. For dinner, right? And he said to my grandmother, onions are the only food that makes you cry.
Onion.
Outrageous, right? She threw a coconut at him. Got his food to go that night, folks. But seriously, nobody messed with grandmother. One time, we caught her eating a can of beans and some onions. Wait, is she a cannibal? Beans and onions, can you believe it? Grandmother, why are you eating beans and onions? She winked at us. Beans and onions? Making tear gas for the war effort right now. Leave me alone, kids. My time is up. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. Making us cry with those jokes. But throw them in some butter, guarantee you'll see them sweat. Up next, the original carb of comedy.
Ooh, cabbage.
It's bread! Thank you, Cabbage. So, I think this is one of Cornbread's jokes. What's the bread's favorite genre of music? You give up? It's, rock and roll. Roll, like the bread.
Yeah.
Get it? Oh my god. Tough crowd, not very savvy on bread references. Okay. Suddenly, you gone quiet on us all of a sudden? I have a yeast infection. That's your comeback. What? Thank you.
A cabbage.
Boo! Hope you've been having fun today, everyone. You're the best audience on Earth.
Cabbage.
As leader of the Chompettes, I'll be going last. People are always asking me, Cabbage, do you know how famous you are? They named a soup after you. Cabbage soup. Mostly water, but it'll get the job done. My sister Lettuce once put some meat and vegetables in her stomach. Said she was a burrito. I said, Lettuce, that's a wrap. Oh my god. Called her lettuce wrap for the next 5 years. Love science? You ever heard of coleslaw? Oh my god. Oh my god. Coleslaw states any leftover cabbage must be mixed with mayonnaise. Bam! Another one! Lastly, what do you call a cabbage's murder? Slaughter! That's my set. Judges, please vote for the Chompette with the best comedy set. Who should win? But Potato didn't even... Potato didn't even participate. What if we vote for them? Thank you for voting. Let me count the votes. We have a winner, folks. The winner of the 3rd annual Chompette Comedy Competition is... This can't be right. Potato? He didn't even participate. Come on up, Potato. Guess the audience just loved all my heckling. That must have been it. Guess the only thing left to do is roast you. And there's so much to go off of. Let's start with that rotten memory of yours. Uh-oh. Here we go. Can you remember the last meal you've had? Can you remember that much? No? You know, I'm already putting together a, my own little theory of what's going on, and I think a lot of it is already being confirmed as early as this. That's enough.
A cabbage.
Thanks to our comedians for an unforgettable night. Let's chat later, okay? See you in a year. Don't be a stranger. This game is not suitable for children or those that are easily disturbed. Yes, we figured that out already. Do you wish to continue to the real game or listen to the comedy show again? I'm a child or easily disturbed. More comedy show, please. You got it. I kind of want to skip. I think this is, yeah, it does all look to be the same. What happens if we vote for somebody else? Okay, let's... If we vote for Raspberry... Always merry, Raspberry. Get up here and say a few words, Raspberry.
Raspberry!
Thank you, Cabbage. It's an honor to win the 3rd annual Chompat Comedy Competition. After so many tears have been shed here, some laughter is sorely needed. Thanks to everyone, except the judge. The views and opinions expressed by Raspberry do not reflect the official position of the Chompats. That does it for today. Thank you, comedians, for your participation. Got any last words for the audience, Raspberry? No matter how sticky it gets out there, we'll make it out of this jam. Wise words. See you next year, everyone. Okay. See if Onion wins. Come on and say a few words, Onion. This is for you, Grandmother! Thank you for keeping the family together after Rozale disappeared. Rozale? I'm sure she'd be proud, Onion. If she was still alive. Is she still alive, Onion?
Onion.
No, passed away years ago.
Cabbage.
Phew! Well, that does it for the 3rd annual. Goodbye, Onion. Okay, if we vote for bread. How? Give us a speech, bread. Oh, wow. I guess that punchline was really good. I'd like to thank Cornbread for teaching me so many jokes. And myself for not getting stale all these years. Fresh as ever, Bread. Well, that does it. Okay. Any last words? Hope to see you next year. Again, mostly just referencing next year. Okay, finally, let's vote for Cabbage. The leader is the winner! Votes were rigged! Show us the ballots! No! That does it for today. Thank you, comedians, for your participation. See you next year! Oh, wow. Okay. Why didn't you pick that the first time, then? Oh.
Hello. Cabbage.
I'm still the funniest Chompat. To be honest, was worried the raspberry and onion sets would have crushed. But they bombed. Thanks for voting for me. Oh, so here, I guess, what they say reflects how I voted, then. Anyways, let's play some hide and seek, okay? Okay, now we're back to this. In the... I don't know if this is gonna... If any of this goes different. You win with a knife. You want one? No. Liar. You wouldn't have enough money on... You wouldn't have enough money even if you did. Watch out for that knife. Some sort of pacifist or something? We both know you know your way around a knife. Didn't you leave it in the kitchen? Can't remember. I haven't seen the key, so good luck with that. Nothing in the cupboards. You close one of the cupboards. Open it. Yep, still nothing. You're way too lazy to put anything in them. You completely missed under the sink. On the left side, the letter L is engraved. Who wrote this? Interesting. There's nothing but cobwebs. Thankfully, no spiders. Rat droppings. Ew. The dust is pretty thick back here, too. Cobwebs, rat droppings, and dust. This should really be cleaned. Yep, still filthy back here. You definitely aren't cleaning anything up back here. We need to find cabbage. You notice an engraving of the cabin on the wall with an X in the center. Is there treasure here? Focusing on the mission ahead. Finding the chompettes. I heard some noise coming out of the bedroom. Maybe that's a good place to search first. Probably. Okay, radio again. You look in the bird cage. It's empty. Did a bird ever go in here? No bird droppings or anything. You observe the cage is quite large. Maybe this isn't meant for birds. Look closer. You can make out an E, but the letter to the left of it's scratched out. Such dedication. Some bone sticking out. Is it a human bone? Nope, chicken bone. You'd probably try to pull up to see under it. You're far too weak to pull up that floorboard. Floorboard should be repaired. You definitely can't repair this yourself, but no one's around for miles. You look closer at the hole. You find a small sock. Somebody's foot out there is probably cold. The small sock is worthless. Why'd you even pick it up? Look under the beds. Just some dust and hair. You conclude someone must have slept in these beds at some point. Some of Karen's hair. Inspect another piece of hair. It appears to be black. A Natalie? Find a small box in the corner. That must have been your imagination. There's nothing but hair and dust down there. Better luck next time. Strange.
Четыре,
Left.
9, 6, 1, 7.
Let's try looking under the couch. Thankfully no spiders. You notice a child's toy. How'd this get under there? Small wooden boat. That's weird. No ports anywhere near here. Looks like there's a name engraved on it. Raziel. Oh, the, yeah. Yeah, was it Onion's sister? What a dumb name. The name Raziel is growing on you. Gross. There's various books on a wide variety of topics. No time to read them now, though. You take a closer look at the subjects. Cooking, herbalism, skinning. Books that are good for surviving in the wilderness. Take another look at the subjects. Carpentry, metalworking, tailoring. Books that are good for crafting in the wilderness. Take one last look. Necropsy, anatomization, burial techniques. Books that are useful in their own way. Very interesting. Hey, Brad.
Cabbage!
Okay, from here we're just gonna skip ahead.
No! Raspberry! Hello? Wee, underwear! It's happy!
Okay, let's try this again. You have 5 seconds to make a decision.
Hello!
Perfect idea. Quiz show. If the answer is correct or something bad might happen. Good luck! So don't mess it up. How many chompettes are there? Okay. What was Karen whittling? A knife? Okay, now the bedroom. That was the scientific name for the mouse. What is the species name for a house mouse? Mus musculus? You made it so far already. You earned a prize. A trip to the basement! Oh boy. Wow, top of the stairs already. Haha. So, 3,000 years ago, which country invented bread? That would be Egypt. Correct. Wow, on a roll today. My turn. Let's keep going. Almost there. Back to where it all began. Feeling old yet? Old. Ooh, I got a good one. How old is the Earth? 4.5 billion years. Yay, that's correct. Give or take 50 million years. The Earth is 4.543 billion years old. Wow, how do you know that, Raspberry? Plenty of research, Cabbage. Awesome! We're almost to the room. Let's keep going. You navigate the labyrinth of the basement. You're nearing the door. Almost to the room. You know, Cabbage whispers in your ear. The others will never forgive you. But as leader of the Chompettes, I feel like I have to. Even if everything was terrible, sometimes a leader needs to look past that. It'd be so boring if we didn't talk to each other, right? Does that make any sense? Probably not. That's why we brought you here again. To talk with Potato and jog that memory of yours. Yep, she's upset again. Can't blame her, though. She would have been a great addition to the Chompettes. One last question, Cabbage. Yes? You only have 3 seconds to answer this one. Wouldn't want her to catch you. Last question. Where are we right now? Oh, oh God. Hell? Nope, sorry. Hell is on Earth. Hell is in the basement. Hell is in that room. Hell is here. Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm cheating, I already have this, but... Tatras Mountains. Happy you know where you've been all these years. That's actually a real-life mountain range. And that... all of this is cementing my theory as to what's been going on here. This totally is a Donner Party scenario. This group of people was stranded up in the, like a cabin in the mountains, and our pro-tag, I'm guessing, murdered his companions and ate them. And I think either they're haunting him, or he's hallucinating them, either as themselves or as these different food items. And I think that Potato is either that ghost thing we just saw, which I think might be Azael. Or it could even be his own conscience that's trying to get through to him. Well, again, we'll have to see how it pans out when the full game drops, but that's my own little theory on this for right now. That's correct. It's time to talk to Potato. We'll be right outside while you work things out. Made it to the end. Well done. But playing games with the Chompettes? Wouldn't expect you to be so accommodating. Feeling a little guilty, huh? I know it's been a while. You probably don't remember what happened, correct? Of course you don't. Happened a long time ago. I cornered the four in this basement room. And all of us ended up dead. Cabbage, onion, raspberry, bread. They're still afraid to enter this room. Too traumatized to come to grips with it. Why do you think Cabbage wanted you to play so many games with her? She wanted you to remember what happened here. And now? And now you're talking to a potato. And obviously you're not remembering anything. Well, since you've made it this far, I feel like you've earned something. You've earned the cabbage rolls. Dig in. Oh. They do exist! Sorry to interrupt you. But thank you for playing the Cooking Companions Appetizer Edition. Follow us on Twitter at Dear Dream Studios for updates and previews. See you again, same time, next year. Did you want a better ending? I like your style. Is there any more to this? Trying to redo some bad decisions, huh?
Cabbage! Cabbage!
See if there's anything different? There probably is. But to be perfectly honest with you, I'm just here for the hide and seek. You never know where someone might be hiding this time. You should still talk to the red-haired woman first. After that, you're on your own. Bye-bye! Okay, okay, there was one... I think there was one more dialogue. Branch with her. A wooden knife. You want one? Yes. Give me 5 weeks. Behind schedule right now, and you're wasting my time. Scram. You think Karen will remember that? Oh. Okay. I actually want to go back to the title screen, though, and look at the extras menu, because... Oh, we get a lovely picture of the, of that ghost. It kind of looks... It does kind of look like Maria, though, doesn't it? Isn't... I think it is... I think it is her, actually. It's... Yeah, I think it is. Maybe that's... So now I'm not sure. If they're the same... Then maybe the other... Again, I assume, like, the Chompettes here represented all of them, plus either myself or Azael, but... Something seriously wrong with Potato. He insists you learn the Harris-Benedict equation. Why? Then there was this one. Okay, here's actually the, yeah, the cabbage rolls recipe. So yeah, that... See, now I'm gonna have to make this sometime. I'll have to screenshot this for posterity. Alright, anyways, I think so far, unless I find something else, that's gonna do it for Cooking Companions Appetizer Edition. We'll just have to wait until next year to see when the full game comes out. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. I'll see you later.
I'm playing a game.